Her name was Anya, a simple name for a girl with a life anything but simple. Anya was a town girl, her world a tapestry woven with dusty streets and the comforting aroma of freshly baked bread from the local bakery. But tragedy had visited her family, leaving an indelible mark on their lives. Her father, the pillar of their strength, was gone, snatched away by the cold hands of fate during a robbery. Anya, her mother, and her 6 younger siblings were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered world. Anya looked at her younger siblings, their innocent eyes reflecting the pain they carried. They were too young to understand the permanence of death, the finality of it all. She remembered her father's warm embrace, his hearty laughter that used to fill their small home. Now there was only an echoing silence, a void that threatened to swallow them whole. Anya knew she had to be strong, for her mother, for her siblings. She was their only hope. Anya would wake up before the sun had a chance to paint the sky with hues of orange and pink. Every day began with a silent prayer, a plea for strength to face the day ahead. She helped her mother with household chores, preparing breakfast for her siblings, each bite a reminder of their father's absence. The weight of responsibility, heavy on her young shoulders, was her constant companion. She was determined to shield her family from further pain, to be their protector, their beacon of hope in the darkest of times. The local train station was a place of constant motion, a cacophony of sounds and smells. Anya would board the rickety train, her heart heavy with unspoken words. The train journey was long, a grueling 100 kilometers each way. It was a journey that spoke volumes of her sacrifice, her resilience in the face of adversity. Each day she would look out the window, watching the world rush by. The familiar sights of small towns and vast fields became a blur, a backdrop to her anxieties. She thought about her family, about the day ahead, about the ever-present worry of making ends meet. The weight of her responsibilities pressed down on her, threatening to crush her fragile spirit. But Anya refused to give in. On the train, surrounded by strangers, Anya felt a profound sense of loneliness wash over her. She was surrounded by people, yet utterly alone in her grief. The rhythmic clatter of the train tracks seemed to mock her sadness, a constant reminder of her never-ending struggle. The journey back home was no different. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the land, Anya would board the train, her body weary, her spirit drained. The train would inch closer to her destination, each stop a painful reminder that she was returning to a home filled with her father's absence. But even on the most difficult days, Anya clung to hope. Hope that things would get better. Hope that she could provide a brighter future for her siblings. Hope that one day, she might find a moment of peace amidst the chaos. Reaching the city, Anya would navigate the crowded streets, her mind already focused on the tasks ahead. She worked tirelessly, her small hands calloused, her spirit unyielding. The city was a different world, a whirlwind of activity and indifference. Anya was just another face in the crowd, her story unknown, her pain invisible. Her work was physically demanding, each day a test of her endurance. But Anya persevered, her love for her family fueling her determination. Every rupee she earned was a victory, a testament to her unwavering commitment to her family's well-being. She would send almost all of it back home, keeping only a meager amount for her own needs. Food was a luxury she could barely afford. Anya often went hungry, sacrificing her own needs to ensure her siblings had enough to eat. She lived in a small, dingy room shared with other women, a far cry from the warmth and comfort of her family home. But Anya never complained. Her heart was filled with love for her family, and that love was a powerful force pushing her forward, even when her body ached and her spirit felt broken. Deep down, behind her brave facade, Anya was fighting a losing battle with her emotions. The pain of her father's loss, the crushing weight of responsibility, the constant loneliness, it was all taking a toll. She found herself slipping into a dark abyss, the clutches of depression pulling her deeper into despair. Anya couldn't share her burden with anyone. How could she, when her mother and siblings depended on her so completely? She became adept at hiding her true emotions, wearing a mask of cheerfulness when in the company of her family. Her laughter was a carefully constructed facade, a way to shield her loved ones from her pain. At night, when the world slept, Anya cried. She cried for her father, for the life they had lost, for the future that seemed so uncertain. Her tears were silent, her sobs muffled by the pillow, her pain a secret she guarded fiercely. No one saw her tears, no one heard her cries for help. Anya suffered in silence, her depression a hidden wound that refused to heal. The world saw a brave girl working tirelessly for her family. But beneath the surface Anya was drowning, her silent struggles a testament to the invisible wounds that grief can inflict.